Thanks for stopping by the My Reader Minutes. To all that are new here, welcome. To all that have joined me on my journey, thank you so much. Today, I want to talk about Dr. Umar. Yes, I want to talk about Dr. Umar. He's come back down to the YouTube streets and he's talking about how they're auctioning off our school. Now it's our school. So he talks about how he didn't know anything about it till August the 5th, how they put the notice on the door, they put the notice on both doors. He said the one notice was stolen by somebody and given to the struggle streamers. I guess he's talking about, well, I don't have it, so I didn't get it. But he he still begging for PayPal payments as well as Venmo now. He's added Venmo. Um this man just needs to get a job. And I don't know why he feels like him repeating himself over and over again sounds intelligent because it doesn't. The cadence is awful and it's annoying. He'll say one thing and then repeat it like two more times as if, he's really trying to think of what else he can say. So until he does, he just repeats himself. This doesn't have any impact. I can see him repeating himself for people to send money so people can, write it down or memorize it or whatever. But he'll say anything twice. It's like, my accounts are still frozen. My accounts are still frozen. Brothers and sisters, my accounts are still frozen. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why do you talk that way? That is so annoying. Anyway, long story short, I'm just gonna not gonna take too long with this because basically this has been played over and over again, but I'm just giving you my 2 cents on it. And let's see what Dr. Umar has to say.
On Saturday, August the 30th. Mobile, Alabama. Where you at? Where my Alabama Africans at? I don't care if you Birmingham. I don't care if you Montgomery. I don't care if you in Selma. I better see you in Mobile, Alabama for the Africatown Community Festival on Sunday, August the 31st. I better see you in Mobile, Alabama for the Africatown Community Festival on Sunday, August the 31st. Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde.
I don't understand that part when he says we were fighting this war against FDMG. Isn't that the name of the school? What war? Between Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey? I'm not, that don't even make sense, does it? I think he's just saying stuff. Let's continue.
Of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund.
A refund for what, though? Like, what's the refund for? Like, if you have money in your account and they lock it down, freeze it or whatever, when they lift that freeze, it's not a refund. You're just getting your money back. It's not a refund. It's not like you paid something and they're giving it back. Well, I guess it's sort of a refund, but it's not. You know what I mean? I don't understand why he's saying this. Help me, y'all. Explain. I need a translator.
We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. So, not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or tap my Venmo. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email.
Before they auction off anybody's property, trust and believe, okay, you've received more than enough notices. If the notice is posted on your door, trust and believe they've already notified you numerous times. To get to that point, you have been contacted. It's up to you to follow through and get back to the city of, what is it, Wilmington, whatever. It's up to you, Dr. Umar. Now, I have a question for y'all, and leave it in the comments. Scammer or just a bad businessman? Scammer or just a bad businessman? Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Let's listen.
Mail this past weekend without a letter in the mail. This past weekend without a phone call. The city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs. They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail. We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle. Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please.
So do you think the reason why he didn't know that his account and or his building was being auctioned because people kept stealing the paperwork off the door? Is that what he's saying? I didn't know about it because someone stole the paperwork. What? Why would they steal that, and what value is it? If they had stolen it, we would have been had that down here to YouTube streets, because we would have been known. He just sound crazy. Question: scammer or just bad businessman? Think about it.
And please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe that they were going to sell the school, and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they wanted to sell the school before we found out. We were not supposed to know. that they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter in the mail. We received no email. We received no phone call that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door. In a low-income neighborhood, they put a notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, it gets worse. Back in April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees, I had asked the city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply our nonprofit waiver. According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. Applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, we would owe absolutely nothing.
So, how long has he owned the school? He said 6 years on here, but I thought, when did he buy it? 2016? I thought he bought it in 2016. Okay, let's say he bought it in 2019. 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 22. He's acting like he bought it in 2019. I thought the paperwork said 2016. Well, anyway, even if it was, if they're only doing it for 4 years, they've already waived your 4 years. You're 2 years over. Have you ever paid them? When did you stop paying? Did you stop paying last year? Like, give us some details. Because if that's the case, and it's only been a year since you've paid the property taxes, then yeah, they owe you 3 more years if that is the case. But if you've never paid a property tax, you 6 years overdue, buddy. We need details.
We would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months. They ignored my phone calls for 4 months. They ignored our emails for 4 months. They ignored our phone calls for 4 months. And instead, the first time I hear from them since April, the first time I hear from them since contacting them April, asking them to apply our vacant property registration fee waiver to the past 4 years so we would owe absolutely nothing.
Well, tell me what this has to do with your bank account being frozen. Is the bank account, your personal bank account, the same bank account as the FDMG bank account? Are they one and the same? Tell me why. What one don't have nothing to do with the other unless you haven't paid no taxes. And if you haven't paid no taxes, they can get the taxes that you owe them by auctioning off your building, and you ain't just stopped paying taxes for them to get to this point. Dr. Umar, you're smarter than that, but you ain't smart enough. Well, I don't know. Maybe you are smart because you're still getting donations, I think, right? Help him, Lord.
Nothing. They ignored me since April. They ignored me since April. No phone call, no email, nothing in the postal mail since April. And the first thing we find out, the first time we hear from them since April, is a letter on the front door of the school, affixed with a rubber band and masking tape. A rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, giving us 20 days to pay these back taxes. We already paid $30,000 for water that we don't even use. We just paid $30,000 to the city of Wilmington for water that we don't even use. And now we got to pay another $30,000 for vacant property registration fees that we shouldn't even owe because we should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. And it gets worse, brothers and sisters. It gets worse because they are raising the vacant property registration fee. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall.
Well, while I have y'all, since I already owe this amount, now they raising it to this, so I'm really going to need this amount. Since I got y'all here, and they ain't told me nothing, man, go ahead. Oh my gosh. If y'all fall for this, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. We don't have no proof. We don't have no paperwork. He could at least show us what he's talking about. You know, he's just sitting in the car. Did his mama throw him out of the house? Because he's always in the car these days doing these YouTube, or he's always on not YouTube, but Instagram. Is he always in the car on Instagram? I don't know. I'm just starting to look at him because he keeps popping up on my feed. But he's getting on my nerves with this begging. I can't stand a begging Benny. Oh my gosh.
From $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. I'm going to say it again. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to get ready for a protest. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism. I'm going to call it what it is, racism. Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools? Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew that the power structure, I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr. Umar and FDMG. I'm talking about the power structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools that we've been working on for 6.5 years behind our backs. So brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team and we're going to decide if we're going to go ahead and have this protest. And it ain't going to be one. We're going to do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our...
So what's the protest? Is the protest you donate money? Inviting the donors to do what? Donate? What is this protest? And when do I need to be there? Because I want to see this. Where is Wilmington, Delaware?
Donors and supporters across the entire planet, we may have to march on Delaware to let them know that you don't treat black people like this. Because if I was white, I wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Asian, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Arab, we wouldn't have been treated like...
Y'all, isn't Delaware no state taxes? Or is it just on clothing? Or no, I thought Delaware was like no state tax. So is this federal he's talking about? I don't get it. Anyway, y'all leave it down in the comments.
This. If we were Jewish, we wouldn't have been treated like this. But we were treated like this because we were black. How dare you ignore us for 4 months and then put a sign on our door without even telling us that you're going to sell our properties? Brothers and sisters, why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive an email? Why didn't we receive a phone call? Oh, we not going to quit. We not going to give in. The only thing left on the elementary school is to lay down the tile. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. And if we have trouble getting our inspection and certificate of occupancy, we will have to march. We will have to march.
Well, Dr. Umar, you only have 20 days. So when is this march? What are you about to do? I don't hear nothing about we need to form this march. It's going to be on such and such a day, or I'm going to come back with the details. You got 20 days to get this together, or else it's gone. So you say.
Might march anyway, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We need y'all to call the mayor of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the mayor's chief of staff in Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the city council president of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the commissioner of license and inspections of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the vacant property office of Wilmington, Delaware, and demand that those unjust fees be removed from our account. Let them know that you are a donor of FDMG. Let them know you are a supporter of FDMG. And let them know that if this situation is not rectified, we will march on the city and we will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware. We will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware for racism and discriminatory treatment. If you need to reach me, 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. This is your brother, Dr. Umar Tunde, letting you know that I'm still standing for black people. I'm still riding for black boys, and we will open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. No racism from the city of Wilmington will stop us. No sabotage from the city of Wilmington will stop us. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor's chief of staff. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the commissioner for license and inspections. Tomorrow morning, call the city council president of Wilmington and ask them, why was Dr. Umar in FDMG ignored for 4 months when he was trying to rectify this problem? Why was Dr. Umar in FDMG Academy ignored for 4 months while he was trying to rectify this problem? Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. We will not retroactively apply your vacant property registration fee waiver. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. But instead of responding to me the first week of April, they ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend. They ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend saying we're going to sell these schools if you don't pay our money. We're not going to email you. We're not going to send you a letter in the mail. We're not going to call you. We're going to put a letter on your door that somebody can take and run off with, as somebody did. They took the letter off the high school and sent it to YouTube, the struggle streamers. What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? Brothers and sisters, we need your donation so we can pay this bill. They say we owe $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe $20,000 on the high school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the high school. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. We need y'all to help us pay this bill. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. But if we don't, y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. You don't have to root for me, brother. I don't need you. I got more than enough supporters. But I want everybody to know that there might be a protest soon. We need you to come in from Africa, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada, to come in from all the 50 states and show the city of Wilmington, Delaware. You will not disrespect black people. You will not sabotage black people. You will not discriminate against black people. And you will not try to steal property from black people. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, standing strong, Leo season. We will not quit. We will not abdicate. We will not equivocate. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Garveyism to get back. Pan-Africanism to perish. See you in Nat Turner land. See you in New Orleans. See you in Hattiesburg. See you in Mobile, Alabama. This is your brother, King Kong Consciousness. I love you too. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, that was a lot. So he said we need to protest, but he wants you to call City Hall. He wants you to call the mayor. He wants you to call Wilmington, Delaware's city council. He wants you to call. He wants y'all to make all these calls. Is that the protest? Then he said, we're going to invite all the donors to the protest so they can donate. He owes $20,000 on both schools. $20,000 on both schools. Well, I don't know what Dr. Umar is going to do. It's a sad thing. I wish him all the best. But please, people, don't send your money. It's been, even if it hasn't been 15 years, him building or renovating this school, 6 years is a long time also. He says he's been owning the schools for 6 years. You accumulated over $1 million, $1.6 million in donations. That school, both schools should have been opened already with students in it by this time. He been skimming. He had been skimming and living off your stuff because he's obviously bought the buildings at one time. He did have the buildings. They're in his name. But he didn't keep it up. He been skimming off the top. He been living large. And now, so that's why I said, is he a scammer? I go back to my question. Is he a scammer? Or just a bad businessman? Let's talk about it down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everyone be blessed. Peace.